Hey, what's up, family? Welcome back to Fridays by the Fire. I am your host and your very favorite, Sandi BestLife Jones. And tonight we're talking about something that I think is going to hit home for a whole lot of us grown, seasoned, still open to love women 45 and up like me. The difference between us now and back then is that we're doing things a little bit smarter this time around. Tonight's topic is called Dating for Data, Not Desperation. Now, listen, if you're a woman over 45, like me, maybe divorced, widowed, or you're just re entering the dating scene after some years of doing life on your own, this conversation is for you because I'm finding out that dating at this age, it hits a little different. You see, we're not out here chasing butterflies anymore. We're only checking for peace. We're not trying to impress nobody. We're trying to discern who's really consistent and who's just convenient. So let's jump in. Part one, what it means to date for data. So let's talk about what dating for data really means. Dating for data means you're not out here auditioning to be chosen. You are observing to see, is this person even worth my time, my action, my effort, my energy? You're not trying to make someone fit into your fantasy. We're not on Fantasy Island, ladies. My vintage sisters. We're not in La La Land. We are gathering facts about who this person really is and how they align with our values, our standards, and what we truly want in a relationship. You see, in our 20s and our 30s, many of us dated potential. But now that we are 45 and up, we date proof. Let me say that again. When we were younger girlies, 20s, 30s, we dated potential. But now we are 45 and up and we date proof. Show me some fruit, not a bunch of promises. Show me some consistency and good character and not just chemistry. Because chemistry will have you calling him boo before you even know his middle name. But dating for data will have you pausing long enough to say, wait a minute here. Do his words and his actions actually line up? In Proverbs 4:23, it says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. And guarding your heart doesn't mean you build a wall. It means you use a fence and you also use wisdom. You take your time. You ask questions. You watch behavior. You don't ignore the small things because the small things are oftentimes what reveals the big picture. Part two, the danger of dating from desperation. Now, let's be real. Desperation has touched all of us at one point or another. And desperation says, maybe I'm asking for too much. But then that grown woman wisdom kicks in and it says, no. I'm just asking the wrong person. Desperation shows up when we're tired of waiting, when loneliness starts whispering lies. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe my time passed. Maybe I just need to take what I can get. Girl, no. No, ma'am. You are not the consolation prize. You are the full gift, beautifully wrapped in experience, grace, and discernment. In Psalms 27:14, it says, wait for the Lord. Be strong. Let your heart take courage. Sis, I'm here to tell you right now, there's courage in waiting, and there is strength in standards. Because when loneliness leads, that's when your discernment leaves. Desperation makes you ignore your intuition. It has you excusing flaming red flags, and you calling a man good just because he's available. But we deserve more than available. We deserve aligned. Part 3, how to date for data. And let's talk about it. Like, how do you actually date for data? Because it's not just a cute phrase. It's like a mind shift, a shifting of your mindset. Number 1, don't date to get chosen. Date to get clarity. You want to ask questions that reveal his character and not just his charm and charisma. Questions like, what does peace look like to you? How do you handle conflict? How do you spend your downtime? Number 2, observe. Don't just engage. It's not really about how he treats you on the date. It's about how he talks to other people too. How he responds when things don't go his way, how he handles disappointment. All of that matters. But in order to see that, you got to see that. You see. Number 3, take notes. Like, I literally keep a data journal. I write down what I notice, red flags, green flags, those yellow flags. You know, that's stuff that needs time to unfold. I notice it all and I write it down. I pay attention. Number 4, don't let your past pain turn into paranoia. Dating for data means we're wise women. We're not jaded. We're aware, but we're not afraid. And number 5, and this is really important, ladies, remember your non-negotiables. At this stage of life, you already know what works for you and what doesn't. So don't be out here second guessing yourself just because he's nice. Nice is not enough. Consistency, honesty, spiritual alignment, that's the data that really matters. Part 4, and this is for my 45 and up girlies. Now I'm talking directly to my grown woman tribe. We've been through some things. We raised kids. We buried people we love. We rebuilt after heartbreak. We've survived seasons that tried to break us. So if you're out here dating again, understand this. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. And at this age, we don't have time for no emotional confusion, child. I'm 57. I don't have time to be emotionally confused. And I love my life too much to end up in a state of emotional confusion anyway. We want companionship, not chaos. We crave peace, not pretense. We want to know, is this man capable of loving me the way Christ loved the church? Is there some fruit there that I can see, that I can experience? Or is this a whole bunch of fluff? And let's normalize this too. It's okay to want love and still have standards. It's okay to be hopeful and still be completely 100% honest about what works for you and what does not. Love after 45 is not about proving you're still desirable. It's about protecting your peace while staying open to partnership. So you don't have to chase. You attract when you are willing to stand firm in who you are and who God created you to be. And remember, you're not behind. You're not behind. You are becoming. Part 5. Gather the data before you give the devotion. I want to close with this, James 1:5. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives generously to all without finding fault. So before you go all in emotionally, you got to pray and ask God for wisdom. You got to do what I do every day. Pray and ask God for ears to hear and eyes to see. Before you attach, you got to assess. Before you invest, baby, you got to investigate. Because dating for data isn't about being cold. It's about being clear. Because clarity is the foundation of peace. So sis, I want to encourage you to take your time. Gather the data, protect your peace, and when love finds you, it will recognize the healed, whole, and wise woman you've become. We are not desperate. We are not desperate because we have taken the time and we have done the work to build a life that we love as single women. So we're not out here running from life. We appreciate all that life has to offer, whether we have a partner or not, because life is a gift. That's why it's called the present. All right, until next time, keep your heart guarded, your standards high, and your hope alive. I'm Sandi BestLife Jones. Y'all be good. God bless. Good night.